in Philadelphia, PA. Tonight, we've got a great Sunday night matchup between the Seattle Seahawks and the Philadelphia Eagles. It's the first weekend of autumn, and the NFL is in full swing as off we go on EA Sports. This one taken just inside the 10. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. Sanders to begin the drive, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go as a loss of a yard on the game's first play. Second down.
When people talk about plays being blown up, that's exactly what they're talking about. That's Exhibit A for physical play.
Second down, back to Sanders. Room here to run. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. 31 yards there and a first down.
That outside handoff to the left, that play has to warm the heart of an offensive line coach because they controlled the left side where they were supposed to. But they didn't allow anything to leak from the backside on the right side of the offensive line either. Well played.
Yeah, and it created a big run. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. The Eagles hit 2-0 here to begin the season, and they come in feeling pretty good after back-to-back victories, CD.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
It's a second down run with Sanders. Well, this defense for the Seahawks much improved from week 1. They were terrific last week in getting their guys their first win of the season.
Even better than that, they pitched a shutout in that game, and I'm telling you, trust me on this one. That's a confidence builder for the rest of the season. When you get a defense that puts together a performance like that this early in the year, well, that sends notice to the rest of the NFL and spreads confidence throughout the locker room that they're going to be a force to be reckoned with.
All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. Throwing is Hurts. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Oh, man, for him to be that wide open and drop it. Sometimes you have just too much time on your hands, right? You end up thinking way too much, and your hands get shaky.
And yes, he's a tight end, but that's a catch he should have made. Hurts gets this to Sanders. He'll be dropped at the 25 after a gain of 6. And they're getting him involved early.
You feel like they saw something on tape, or they just have a sense with him because he's had a good week of practice or something in that area that they want him involved. Just as you said, they want him to touch it either in the running game or the passing game, but they must like the matchups they're getting.
Hurts. And a throw right sideline is complete. And he will reach the 8-yard line before going out. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
That's a big conversion there on 3rd down, and this has been a great opening drive. You know, at this point, they'd hate to settle for 3, but they've created a fresh set of downs and a 1st and goal.
They'll run the jet sweep with Brown. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. A.J. Brown, his first rushing touchdown on a year. And the Eagles will claim the early lead as they're on the board first here tonight. Elliott good with a PAT. And that makes the score 7-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. first down. It's Smith. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And they'll be left with a second and about a foot. And at his size, he's a smaller back. You can get him to football. He can kind of get lost, make someone miss. It's good for him.
Yeah, it's great for him. I like what you said there. Sometimes he gets lost in the traffic a little bit. But get him out in the open field into some space. That plays to his strengths the best and keeps him out of it where all the big boys are. You know, make him make someone miss in the open field.
You need your wide receivers as blockers. Sometimes they get a hold.
The big runs are often a result of what they do on the perimeter. In this case, got caught holding, and this one will come back.
On second down, here's Smith. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. Now they're going to be dealing with a 3rd and 7. Is that one officially a loss of 1?
19 types.
Throwing now is Gino. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down.
Brandon, watching their tape from last week, I saw plenty of plays like we just saw there, forcing incompletions. It was key in their win last week. They're hoping the same thing happens this time out, too.
18, Panther 11. 18.
Here we go on 4th. Smith. And the catch is made here by Tyler Lockett. And he is going to have a Seahawks first down, as that'll be a gain of 15 on 4th. How about them biting off 15 yards there on the 4th down attempt and keeping the drive alive?
19 Tiger.
Now a first down throw. It's Smith. Eagle pressure. Too much this time. Down he goes. That's right for the sack. A scenario you certainly don't work on too often. 2nd and 24. Smith now to throw. He's got a man. Complete. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. That one good for 37 yards. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. First carry here for Ken Walker. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And all the way in, touchdown Seattle. Ken Walker. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Seahawks are able to match the opening drive touchdown against them with one of their own. Extra point up and through by Myers. And we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. From the 10. And he'll be stopped up at the 25. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. The offense coming back out here. Plenty of energy, ready to roll, looking to just add to what they have been doing after scoring a touchdown, Charles, their last time out.
And that's a great feeling to have on the sideline, partner, knowing you just won the battle against the opposing defense. And since they came off the field, I'll guarantee you all they want to do is get back out there because they know they have the upper hand on that defense right now.
Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34. Hurts a handoff to Sanders. 2 yards on the pickup, and that's all they needed to move the sticks.
Come on.
7-7, our score after 1. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Here's Hurts to throw. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Watkins. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards, and it's second down.
Cougar 19.
Hurts sets up to throw it. Looking for Watkins, and it's intercepted. And now off to the races down the right side. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
Did I just see what I thought I saw? Did I just see what I thought? That had to be. Come on, say it for me. Say it for me. Who picked up that pass?
The free safety.
Oh, you got to have those great skills back there. Eyes, anticipation, great hands. And, of course, how about the fluid moves afterwards to take it all the way to the house?
Sounds like you're watching your old game film up here in your head.
Yeah, that's the dream I had of being that player. I just never was.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. That 7-0 lead of theirs is short-lived as they've now given up 2 straight touchdowns to fall behind by 7.
Yeah, but no cause for discouragement here. Yeah, they've fallen behind, but haven't they proven that they can go down and score? So what was the formula that got them down there the first time? Get back to something close to that, and maybe they can get this game tied up.
Coming up now on a 2nd and 15 following that sack. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. That's swung out wide to Sanders. And he's upended after a gain of 4 up to the 25-yard line.
That's a good job there by the corner. We do talk about this a lot, that a lot of corners see their job as simply covering receivers. Tackling isn't everyone's thing. But in this case, he came up quickly and made a nice, sure tackle.
They'll fake the give to Sanders, and now Hurts. And once again, this is Sanders. And he is going to have an Eagles first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
I'm not sure that was necessarily a safety valve or a check down throw on 3rd down. Sometimes just try and find the open guy and get him the ball. He did exactly that and found a way to pick up a first down.
On 1st and 10, it's Sanders. It was Alton Robinson that time on the tackle.
Look, all any running back wants is a little bit of room, a little bit of space in order to maneuver. But he also understands how difficult it is for his offensive line up front. So if they give him any space, he realizes his job to make more out of it than what they give him. Picks up 3 on that carry.
Wide open is Watkins. He's got him. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks 43. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. Up the middle they go with Sanders. And very little there. He might have gotten a yard. Yeah, I think he got a yard to the 41.
Oh, there's plenty of traffic waiting for him up the middle. But give him credit, he tried barreling through anyway. They're fortunate to get a yard out of that one.
Hurts throw complete here to his receiver, Brown. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks 29-yard line. Hurts connecting there with Brown for the Eagles first.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a first down.
Here we go, cut!
On 1st down, Hurts looking right side, and that's complete to Watkins. And he's going to get this down near the 25. from the 25. Here's 2nd and 6.
Hawk 70, Hawk 70. Go, Reed, go. Let's go, let's go, let's go.
They go back to the ground with Sanders. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the 2nd quarter, 14-7.
And the Seahawks add a couple of extra DBs going with the dime look here.
Indeed, 6 on the field. From the gun, it's Hurts. And he delivers a strike complete to Watkins. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. A chance now to get even before the break as they come up 1st and goal. They'll run with Sanders. And he's in. Touchdown, Eagles. Miles Sanders, a 3-yard touchdown run. And the Eagles are an extra point away from evening this one up. Elliott good on the extra point, and that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Tie ball game, still a little more than a minute to go in the half. The question, can they put something together here, try to take that lead into intermission?
I would have to think that would be the goal for sure. I don't think you sit on anything here. Here's your opportunity. Push it downfield. As you mentioned, it's a tie game. So minus a disaster on your part, you've got that in your back pocket. Go ahead and try and get some points and feel great going into the half.
After the sack on 1st down, Smith. And this one is incomplete.
And this drive was almost over before it began thanks to a great defensive effort. Sack on 1st down, followed by an incompletion. One more good rep, and they get off the field.
Seven Pirates. Check, contact, check, contact. Third. Check.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. To the sideline, he's got the catch, and he kept the feet in bounds. Well done. Now the Seahawks call the 2nd of their 3 timeouts, as the clock will stop with 45 seconds to go in the 1st half. On 1st down, Smith. He hits his target, Lockett. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped.
19 Tiger.
On 1st and 10, Smith. Eluding the pressure right. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Now the offense will burn their 3rd and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward.
60 Bison.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Smith. He's going to get this complete here to Lockett. And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. So on 3rd down, the field goal unit will come out as they'll try to get 3 before half. Myers' kick is good, and they take a 17-14 lead. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
And it'll end there as he goes out of bounds, but a heck of a return all the way inside the opposite 40. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. The Seahawks with the advantage, and they get the football first as the 2nd half is underway. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And they've got the lead. CD, what do you think the message was at halftime?
I don't think the message was too drastic, I think, at the half, or that they need to change things too much. I do think the offensive line could play a little bit better. And I think they'll try and help them out more. They'll probably keep a tight end in a few more times and maybe add a running back to the formation to pick up those pass rushers, because they probably allowed a few too many sacks for comfort in the first half.
And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. The fake the handoff. Now Smith. Man open downfield. It's Metcalf. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 down at the 33. And he'll get this just inside the 30-yard line.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
And they'll work from the 29 on 2nd and 6. They run again with Walker. 61 yards rushing for him now, and he's carried the ball just 5 times. Walker now on 1st and 10. And able to fight forward inside the 15 to the 13. So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. A give for Walker running right. And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. Kenneth Walker with his 2nd touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And the Seahawks take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Myers connects on the PAT, and his guys will take a 10-point lead. The kick unit for the Seahawks out there on the field, and we are ready to rock. This one taken just inside the 10. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And their deficit a little wider than it was at halftime. Does that touchdown a minute ago change the thinking here at all?
I think it does, at least a little bit, because now urgency has to start setting in. You can't go out there and go 3 and out and run the risk of falling behind substantially, but you have to do it without pressing, because pressing, that'll lead you into bigger errors.
Running right, here's Sanders. He got maybe a half-yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2. Looked like he was trying to bounce it outside, but no success.
Yeah, sometimes you got to just figure out where you're going to go, and sometimes you just have to take it to another spot. And trying to get it outside, the defensive pursuit was there and just ran him down.
On 3rd down, they'll run it with Sanders. A 3-yard gain and enough for the 1st down.
18 Cardinals.
Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. And that's complete to... Now the ball comes loose. And the Seahawks have picked it up. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And they bring this one back. It's a fumble recovery and a Seattle touchdown. The extra point now coming from Myers. The PAT up and good, but hold on a second. There is a flag. And that flag accepted. So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Hurts and the Eagles come up here 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. They'll start with a handoff to Sanders. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here. And if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of 1st downs. Run some plays, run some clock. Allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
On the go, on the go.
On 2nd and 9, Hurts. And that one going to be off target and incomplete. He shook his head right when he released that throw. He knew it was going to be a little off target.
Yeah, the excitement got him on that one. Wasn't able to control the fact the receiver was open, and it would have been an easy throw.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Throwing is Hurts. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. They're going on 4th down with Hurts. This is caught. It's Brown. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A gain of 26 and a conversion there as well on 4th down. So from Seahawk territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. Hurts. It's caught by Sanders. So the completion gets him just a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
The defense was ready for the back to leak out, and even had a second player waiting to double him up. If you're going to commit to doubling a back, you better prevent a completion, but give him credit. Extra determination, extra effort, turn it into a successful play.
So back-to-back plays, each get nothing. And that's going to set up a tough 3rd and 9. They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first. Again, he'll drop to throw. Oh, this will be incomplete. The rush gets home just as he was letting that go. That could have been worse. Instead, it's 4th down.
Coverage was awfully tight there on 3rd down. They actually closed off all the passing lanes, forcing the incompletion and bringing up 4th down.
They'll try and throw for it with Hurts. Over the middle here to Brown. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. I guess they figure they got to start taking some chances. Here's a big one in this 3rd quarter as he'll go for it on 4th down. Now, meanwhile, they go for it on 4th down, and my goodness, incomplete. A surprising move to go for it, and predictably, at least somewhat predictably, it doesn't pay off. And the Seahawks, they'll get the football back in outstanding field position. Straight ahead, Walker. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Reed Blankenship delivering the hit. This defense could use a few more plays like that right now.
It certainly could, but think about it from an offense's perspective right now. They've got a lead, but they don't want to throttle down too much and stall themselves. Still want to move at a nice pace.
Buffalo 18.
On 2nd down, here's Smith. Open man, that's Noah Fant, the tight end. And they're going to get this down near the 35-yard line. 1 quarter remains here on a Sunday night. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Okay, ready?
The Eagles call on the extra defensive back here as they prepare for a stop on 3rd down. They'll try for the first with Walker. That is not going to be any help as they dump him behind the line of scrimmage. Not at all what they envisioned on 3rd down. 3 yards in the wrong direction.
A 55-yard penalty.
And he has got it from 55 yards away. That was never in doubt, and that will extend their lead even further. Well, ultimately not really sure that they're going to need those 3 points, but they'll take the 3 and they pad that lead.
Yeah, this one's already wrapped up, but you and I both know if you're an offensive coordinator, you never let up on the gas unless the head coach tells you to do so. And maybe you've actually clicked him off in your headset so you can keep calling plays and trying to add to this lead.
Ready?
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Their mini two-game win streak appears it might be going by the wayside unless they can pull a rabbit out of their hat. They start on the ground here at Sanders. And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
19 Tiger, 19 Tiger. Head the street, head the street.
Second down, back to Sanders. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair.
60 boxes.
Hurts sets up to throw it. Pressure comes. He's taken down by the Seahawk defense. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Uchenna Nwosu. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Little choice, Charles, but to go for it right there, and that pick six will be the icing on the cake.
Yeah, you don't know how many more possessions you're going to get, so really you're almost at the point of no option. Have to go for it. Bottom line, though, is defenders know that as well. They know you got to throw the football. Had the right defense called, able to make a nice play on the ball. And that's all she wrote.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And you can sort of sense their dejection. That last pick six put the icing on the cake, so to speak, in what has been a rough go for them. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Here's Hurts to throw. He's going to drop this down to Sanders. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Philadelphia picking up the first on a gain of 15. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. They'll run with Sanders up the middle. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
I think this offense, specifically this running game, they're going to have to find a way to turn the page because they haven't found a way to run it effectively thus far, and it's cost them.
They'll go option to the short side. And he is going to lose yardage here. The Eagles on 3rd down. They've had good success, 5 for 8 to this point. This is going to be 3rd and 13. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he is going to have an Eagles first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. An option handoff given to Sanders. 69 yards for him on the ground now on 18 carries. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Hurts going to give it to Sanders on the option. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority one.
This is Smith with a grab. And he's brought down at the 19 after a gain of 19. First down in the red zone. So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And this is caught by Watkins. And he'll be out of bounds, taking it just shy of the 10 at the 11 or the 12. A gain of 8 there on the play. And it'll be 2nd and a couple. That's now 4 completions in a row. A good bounce back following the interception last drive.
Certainly not letting it affect him, that's for sure. And we all know interceptions are going to happen. So the big trick, don't let it affect you going forward. Most of the good quarterbacks, they just tell the ball boy, get that one out of the rotation, give me a fresh ball, and let's go. He's got his offense moving again.
They'll run the jet sweep with Brown. A good pickup there, 7 yards, and it's going to be 2nd and goal now. They'll try to run with Sanders, and he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. Miles Sanders with his 2nd touchdown of the night. And the Eagles get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this 4th quarter deficit. Elliott good with a PAT, and the lead now down to 20. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Now they are really in the driver's seat here, enjoying this lead late in the 4th quarter. The defense does have all 3 timeouts, but at this point, doesn't look like it's going to matter much. That's to about the 28. 2nd down coming up.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up the 3-yard gain.
Oh, he's got a little daylight. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. That good for 19 and a 1st down. Again, it's Walker. And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as they'll stop him with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game. On 2nd down, it's Walker. And across the midfield stripe into Eagle territory. Now a 2nd timeout called for by the defense, as they'll stop it with 27 seconds showing on the clock. He's got a man, complete. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. Well, partner, under the lights in primetime, this offense, they gave the nation quite a show.